Hi there, Derek Curlew here with this week's Transformation Tuesday. This week I wanted to bring something a little bit different because we always share our stories through words. And while some people get that, maybe other people don't get the full feeling of it. So today's going to be our first video, Transformation Tuesday. We have with us Heather Patola, and she has been with a client of ours for almost over a year. She was with us, had a little hiatus off, and then she came back. This last stretch has been over the last couple months, and she's really done phenomenal. What we want to do is ask her the same questions we have everybody go over each week. So Heather, tell us a little about yourself. Tell us why you got started and what was your initial, I don't like this, that got you started.
Initially, when I first got started in the summer, I actually came with my sister and my good friend from work.
That's right, I remember.
Yeah. I convinced them through Karen that used to come here.
Okay.
Because she dragged
me. So you pulled
here.
them in.
And I pulled them in because I really couldn't walk up a flight of stairs at work without being winded. I couldn't tie my shoes without,
so
running past the house.
Stuff that feels embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times people think that it's they can't bench press or they can't do a push-up or a sit-up, but it's everyday real things that people have a problem with. And like you said, tying shoes. Sometimes it's brushing teeth. People say, and it's like, oh, you have a problem brushing teeth, but if you have your mouth full with toothpaste and you're bending over a sink and you can't breathe over your stomach, it's a real issue. So everybody has a different reason for starting. Once you started, what was the biggest thing you noticed you were weak at or that you couldn't do well? I didn't prep her with any questions.
Yeah.
It's all raw.
Really, anything that had to do with my upper body, and I still struggle.
Yeah. What was your least favorite day? I remember you telling me that. What day of the week?
Wednesday. I hated Weight Wednesday.
Every Wednesday is Weight Wednesday, and it's where we really test the upper body. We incorporate a lot more weights. And I know Heather said at the very beginning it was something she didn't like because it was such a challenge, but it was also, I want to say the reply, I don't want to misquote, but it was something as far as that's what's going to make me push hard because I know I can't do it. And it was then that you kind of realize what the attitude and what the inner workings are of some people. And some people have that, oh my gosh, I can't do it, I'm horrible, I suck, and they want to quit. Other people use it as fire and kind of sick motivation to kind of push them a little bit harder, and that's kind of what I saw from Heather. So what are some of the different things you've noticed now just over the past 3 months, and what are some of the things that you're kind of looking forward to?
I noticed that I can actually run around the building. I remember when you're old, you have to run the Star Road.
Star Trail and back. It's a quarter mile we're talking.
I pretty much walked the whole thing. Now I could run a couple times around without being winded.
Yeah, and it's a full distance too. Have you obviously tying shoes is no problem now?
Oh no, nothing.
All right. I think we saw you deadlifted how much last week?
Is that 145 pounds?
Something like that I saw. So here's somebody, again, same thing, not being able to tie shoes, not being able to do certain things, and now she's stronger than a lot of our ladies here. So it's not something that if you start at a bad spot that you can't get to a certain spot. You just got to work maybe a little bit harder at the interim to kind of catch up. But other than that, you have the same ability, same potential as anybody. What is some of the things that you still maybe can't do as well that you really are looking forward to accomplishing or getting over that barrier?
Push-ups and pull-ups.
Push-ups and pull-ups. Did you do a mud run yet?
I did two,
okay.
Actually, my first mud run was in October, right after I quit the first time.
How did you do?
And I did horrible.
How did you do this past time?
I did really good.
Very cool.
I was proud of myself.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's like it's little benchmarks kind of along the way. Do you have any goals set up of either like a future mud run, a lift that you want to do, or anything like that as a future goal? Any weight loss goals, anything like that?
Oh, well, I want to do the Savage run one. That's my goal. By next year, I want to be able to do Savage run.
That's a beastly run. That's a tough goal. Now, as far as weight loss, what have you lost so far, maybe in the last year, and then what have you lost over the past couple months? Do you know your numbers offhand?
In the last year, I lost 50 pounds.
50, and then what have you lost over the last 3 months? I know it's been a pretty good number. 30 or so? Yeah, it's been pretty impressive. So Heather's not only one of our boot camp clients, but she's also doing our private nutrition and also as far as working with our trainer Rich Varian, and also works with our Marine Rich Blum sometimes as well. So it's something where she's putting the extra effort. She's seen a lot of great results. She might be very humble right now, but she also should be a very proud person because her goals have really taken her a long way. What's one message that you could have said to, I guess, yourself, either when you quit or to somebody about to start who hasn't started yet, or somebody kind of walking on the fence about boot camp or about just training and healthy lifestyle?
The hardest part is starting and sticking with it.
Consistency,
Yeah, because what I found before is I felt like I needed somebody to come with me. Like I couldn't do it on my own, and
Even though there's like 30 other people here?
Yeah, just, you
I have
know.
to show up with somebody.
Yeah.
It's not a social hour. You're here to get in shape.
But when you consistently do it and it becomes your lifestyle.
Yeah.
It becomes part of your routine.
And you have a new group of friends that you show up with, as opposed to driving with. You just meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. It's like you're never working out alone. You're never by yourself. You're never the first one. I know I always say that to everybody, but everybody's always kind of walked through those footsteps before, so it's a little easier when you see somebody who's done it. But hopefully you are now that same motivation to this person watching this video, in the same way you got inspired by some of these other ladies, they'll take the same inspiration. Derek Curlew, Heather Patola, this is our Transformation Tuesday. Look for the pictures.